you seeing the screen?
Yes, yep, we're good to go. We're about one minute and we'll get started here.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. This is Brian Ankney with Auto Success Magazine. I'm very pleased today to have with me Tim James. If you haven't already, please take the time to join Auto Success Webinars on Facebook. And if you have any questions, if you look to the bottom left of your screen, you'll see there's the option to chat. You can go ahead and type any questions you have, as we're going through the webinar into there, and we'll address all the questions at the end of the webinar. I appreciate everybody taking the time to be with us today. This is Tim James, and he's going to show us how to use video. Tim?
Thank you very much, Brian. Can you hear me okay? Can everybody out there hear me all right?
Yes. Yeah, you sound great.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate everyone joining us today. Thank you very much.
You are now muted. You are now unmuted.
Very excited to talk about video. It's a passion of mine and has been for many years. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Flip Fusion Video Marketing. And I've been talking about video and how to use video in your merchandising and sales strategy, really going all the way back to 2002 when it was still in its infancy as a true marketing, online marketing tool. One of the things that's very important in using video is understanding why. I think everybody's on the call because we know that we need to use video. But understanding how we can use video, the best ways, the best strategies to use video is probably the most important part of the entire video marketing equation. And as I was putting the webinar together, I ran across a recent article that Google, Think with Google, put out. And I think Brian will probably have the presentation available, and I've put a link on here if anyone wants to get the article. It's about 5 automotive shopping moments that every brand has. They've broken down all the searches that they get, the things that the shoppers are putting into Google when searching for an automobile, and they've broken it down into 5 critical shopping moments. And as I was reading through the article, I was like, wow, it's really really cool how the 5 moments that Google has broken down are really right in line with the main strategies that we talk about when talking about setting up and scaling a video marketing strategy. So I wanted to try to incorporate some of these critical shopping moments into the session because I do think it's important, and it does flow right along with the why we want to use video at certain times in our marketing strategy. Really, all video does is use content to tell a story. It's really not any more complicated than that. As a shopper is moving through the buying cycle in all of your various marketing that you're doing, you're telling a story. You're telling the shopper why you should buy a particular make and model, why you should visit, the shopper should visit your website, why they should trust you, why they should buy this specific vehicle or that specific vehicle, why they should purchase from your dealership or purchase from you specifically. And all of those are a part of the moments that Google has identified. And we'll refer to some of them as we continue to move forward. But the cool thing is these stories that you use video to tell aren't new. These are the same stories that you've been telling way before video ever existed, and still in your other media, your other marketing initiatives. You're already talking about, in your SEM campaigns, why you should visit the website. You're already on your website. You already have a value proposition and about us, and here's why you can trust us. Here's why you can do business with us. All of the various messages, all of your marketing messages out there, all a part of the stories. It's just a matter of using video to deliver that content in a more informational and emotional manner. And that's what it's all about. That's what video does. Video takes the same story that you're telling on a static page with static content and changes it into a dynamic content, which has a huge impact on the amount of the information that the shopper, the reader receives, a tremendous amount on the amount of the information that they retain, and most importantly, the emotional response that you get from them with that content. That's the true value of video. And then now you factor in the fact that that's what the video content is what the consumer wants today. And again, there's tons of statistics out there. We could have an hour-long session just talking about the statistics of when a shopper uses video here and when they use there, and how much they prefer video over static content, and so on and so on. But the shopper definitely prefers, you probably prefer, when you're shopping, when you're bouncing around the internet, doing your Black Monday cyber shopping and looking at this product and that product and whatnot, if there's a video content there, you probably click on it and watch the video yourself, especially if you're shopping via a mobile device. So there's a lot of video, types of video to use. There's high funnel branding videos and so on, and those are all very important. But today, what this session is really going to focus on are some of those lower funnel videos, specifically videos that will help you get more leads, help get more of those leads to set an actual appointment, and get more of those appointments to show up. So as we're talking about those, again, we're going to continue to reference some of these Google moments and show how you can use these videos directly in line with these most important shopping moments that Google's identified. So let's get started. Starting with getting more leads, getting the shopper to actually contact you. Google says in their article that search interest for inventory to find the right car in stock is growing more than 4 times faster than overall auto search interest. 4 times faster. That's a pretty big deal. The shoppers are understanding that there's good quality inventory videos out there today. So because they understand that content's out there, now they're looking for it. So you really have 2 options when it comes to your inventory videos. You've got stitched photo videos and you've got your real walk-around videos. So make no doubt about it, the real walk-around videos, without question, will get you the most response, provided they're done correctly. That's one of the biggest questions I get. Do real walk-around videos really work better than stitched photo videos? And the answer is sometimes. It depends. It depends on the quality of the content. See, that's the other part of the equation, is if your content of your video is bad, the impact that it's going to have on the shopper is bad. It's just not going to increase the informational or emotional response just because it's a video. It's got to be good video content to have the impact that we're looking for. And if a real walk-around video is done correctly, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes, then absolutely, without question, it will have a bigger impact than a stitch photo video. But if it's not done correctly, then actually stitch photo videos can outperform some people's real walk-around videos. And let's also don't make a mistake about it. I hear that from time to time as well. Well, the shopper doesn't like stitch photo videos, or we, the dealership, we don't like those stitch photo videos. All it's doing is taking the photos that we've already got and moving them around. Well, the answer is that's exactly the point. The shopper prefers dynamic content, not static content. The shopper would prefer to see your photos and have the description of the vehicle read to them instead of having to read it. And that's really the difference. Are they going to stop looking at your photos? Absolutely not. Your photos are still a very critical part of the equation. But given the choice between reading your description getting on that VDP that's got all kinds of different content, all spread out all over the place, and trying to drill down and dig and find information about the car. That's the part that they would much rather just click a button, watch a video, and have that information provided to them dynamically. So stitch photo videos do have a very big impact on your VDP pages and on the total leads that you get. What we measure now, we're talking about millions of videos that we have out there that we analyze this data on, these statistics on a regular basis, and the average stitched photo completion rate is 75%. So if the shopper didn't like stitched photo videos, the shopper wouldn't watch. The average wouldn't be 75%. We're talking about all the people that start watching the video and close it within the first couple of seconds, and all the people that watch it 100% all the way through. That averages out to an average completion rate of 75%, which is a pretty big deal. So that tells us without question the shopper does like stitch photo inventory videos on your VDP pages. We also see an average increase of time on site by 20%. And there's all kinds of statistics that other companies have done that say, increased time on site equals X amount of increase conversion and so on. What we know is from our sources and the companies that we work with, they tell us that they see that their lead form conversion rates on their websites increase as much as 20%, with total leads, phone calls included, increasing as much as 35% when adding a stitch photo video to a previously just a static VDP page. So that's those are pretty significant numbers. And then you add in the use of integration. And that's one of the main topics of this webinar, is how to use integration in your video strategy, integrating different kinds of videos, integrating different kinds of things, because again, the moments, this works right in line with Google's search that says once they find a vehicle that they like, so they're on your VDP page, they're on this VDP page, that VDP page, that looking at your vehicle, and they say, okay, I like this car. That their next action is, can I afford this car? So now they have to start looking for ways to see if they can afford it, where you can actually provide right dynamically, right on top of your videos, a lot of different types of integration. You can add rebates and incentive data. You can add your MSRP data, which is one of the key search components that Google talks about. You can add your CPO data right on the videos, your Carfax, any kind of customized specials. You can add all of those things dynamically, data-driven, right on top of your video, so the shopper doesn't have to go anywhere. They get the information the next critical moment presented to them while they're still in the previous critical moment. You can add your conversion widgets. A lot of dealerships are using these third-party conversion widgets for gift card offers or virtual credit consultants, lease approval widgets, instant price quote widgets, and so on. And each one of those different widgets are they're good tools. The problem is they can get lost on a website. They can get lost on the VDP page. So you add that content right to your video, so that as a shopper's watching a video, and today you can even click the video, you can click the widget right on top of a video and open up that widget directly from a video. So you integrate all of these different types of data, of information that the shopper is going to be looking for in their next critical step, instead of making them now have to go look for it, searching your website, searching different buttons, going here, going there, just clicking directly from your videos. Google then says in their search that today half of the car shoppers with mobile devices use their smartphone while they're at the dealership. The top action is looking to see if they're getting a good price. So they check out Kelley Blue Book, and they check out competing dealers. They're showrooming. Now, I know we've been hearing and talking about showrooming for the last year or so, but according to Google, this action has gone up to the point that half of the shoppers that are standing on your lot are showrooming, which means half the shoppers that are on your competitors' lots are showrooming. So how can we use our videos to take advantage of that? Well, let's look at what they're doing. They're checking your inventory. They want to know, okay, I like this car, but I know I saw something similar to it over on XYZ or ABC dealer's website when I was over there. Let me go back and have a look at that one real quick before I make any commitments here. Let me see if they have this exact piece of inventory in stock. Let me see what their price was. They're going back to the email you sent them. If they were a lead and they had called you or they'd fill out a form, and now all of a sudden, for whatever reason, they ended up on your competitor's lot, but they're like, you know, let me go back and look at that email that John sent me, and let me see if what was that price that they were quoting me. It's about the same car. It's the same year, make, model, same trim, has all the exact features that I was looking for, like the one that they quoted. What was that quote they were, or I had a specific question before I ask it to the person here. Let me go back to that message and see what their answer was. They're looking at your reviews. They're looking at your testimonials. Can I, you know, if I were to leave here and go to this other dealership, can I trust them? What kind of experience did other people have? Your value proposition videos if they run into them. So the key is geo-target your competitors. You can use video today to create rule-based messages, geo-targeting a dynamic message right on top of your video. Doesn't matter what kind of video it is. It could be your value proposition video. It could be your testimonial video. It could be that video email that you sent to someone. Your video emails today, you know, besides Flick Fusion, tons of other companies that service the automotive industry use landing pages for the video emails. You can incorporate multiple different kinds of videos right there so that that shopper who's going through all these critical moments in their mind, who physically are going to have to do different searches, conduct, you know, takes quite a bit of time to get all these various questions answered, where you could have them all answered right in one place. You could have your value proposition, a testimonial. You could have promotional videos. You could have your rebates and incentives popping up on your videos. You could have dynamic landing page with links to specials and rebates and incentives from, you know, right from your manufacturer, right from your website, wherever you'd like. You can geo-target. So if you know that shopper is looking at that message from your competitor's lot, boom, here's a message. You know, we'll be, you know, before you buy, we'll beat anybody's offer by $1,000. So call us first. It can be dynamic, so the shopper can click it and go to a landing page that you've built that talks about a special offer, specifically an offer that only people who are showrooming are going to see. So these are great tools that technology has available for you today, that if you use them, and again, it doesn't matter what kind, you can add these to your stitch photo videos, you can add them to your testimonial videos, your video email messages. You know, it really doesn't matter what kind of video it is. All these things are available to you, and can really have a very big impact on helping that shopper making it easier to make decisions, and really trusting you above and beyond everybody, because you're the one providing them all of this information, making it such an easy process and an easy experience for the shopper. So that's the cool thing about hosted video. Most of the touch points out there, the websites, the third-party classifieds, most of them don't want to host the video file. They leave up. They take URLs and they link to them. They link out to the video host, and the video host has complete control over what happens once that shopper clicks the play video button. They have complete control over their video players. They can have players that can do all the geo-targeting and do all rule-based and behavioral targeting, all in real time, and really increase that informational and emotional value of your videos across the board. The other cool thing that those hosts can do is send that data to your website company, your CRM company. You can use it to create rules. So if one of your leads was showrooming and all of a sudden they start watching one of your videos from a competitor's lot, the video host could send a message basically to the CRM company that says, hey, Joe Smith, you know, who is in your CRM as a lead for this particular vehicle, contacted you on this particular day. Well, they're on this website. They're on cars.com looking at one of your videos right now. They're on your website looking at one of your videos right now. They're watching that video email you sent them 3 days ago. They're watching it again right now from your competitor's lot. If somebody's ever going to call them to get them in here before they buy, now's the time. So all of those things are available in all of your videos, and that's one of the important reasons why if you're not going to do real inventory videos, then that you at least at a minimum need to be using the stitch photo videos and take advantage of all of these integrations that are available to you, which you're not going to get from just a static EDP page. But real videos are extremely important, and real videos, as we talked about better, earlier, they're only better if the content's better. But the cool thing about it is, man, there's so many dealerships out there already doing some great things with their videos. It's awesome. So let's have a look at some of these. I'm going to apologize ahead of time if any of them are, if any of the cars were already sold. That happens a lot. Let me turn my volume up for you too, so hopefully people can hear. I'm not sure how well it's going to play over the meeting here. This dealership is actually using a VDP page or a landing page. So if you're on their website, you click to watch one of their videos, it opens the entire landing page that has additional vehicle videos on it as well. You click one of the additional vehicle videos and boom.
The 2011 Sierra 1500. The Sierra 1500 offers a 5-star frontal and side crash test.
So they're doing a combination of stitch photo and live. Should we find one of their live?
The 2008 GMC Sierra 1500.
Greg here at the Woods Automotive Group, the highest rated dealership in Middle America, and you can learn why we're going to over 2000reviews.com. Now today, we have this extremely luxurious and monstrous 2014 GMC Sierra.
They have a variety of people that do their videos, their walk-arounds. A couple of guys, a couple of girls. Most of them are pretty fun, pretty entertaining. One of the things you'll notice, their live videos, this is they average over 3 minutes. This is almost 4 minutes for their video, and you would think, what we hear all the time is, oh, your videos can't be more than a minute, or the shopper's not going to watch it. Well, again, it's about the content. The length of the video is very important. Don't get me wrong. However, if you have good quality, engaging content, then you would be amazed at how long a shopper will continue to watch. Even though their live videos are 3.5, 4 minutes long.
Black exterior paint color, all that chrome trim wrapped around that GMC badging. You also got those projector headlamps as well as fog lights.
Very informational, very informative, very entertaining throughout the entire video, and they carry an 80% completion rate. So if the shopper's watching 80% of a 4-minute video, that tells you a lot. That tells you the shopper definitely likes the information that they're receiving from their live walkarounds. Let's check back here. Another example, a different way of doing their videos. See if we can get this one to load up.
and this is Brian. I want to let everybody know that these videos are actually loading on his computer, then going through the internet to my computer, then going back to his computer, and then going up to Meeting Burner, and then coming to you. So that's what the lag time is, everyone. Go ahead, Tim.
Well, yeah, thank you on that. And the thing about a video, it doesn't matter whose video it is. It could be my video, YouTube video, it could be your video. A video will load only as fast as the pipe that it's trying to load on, and that's any video period. So yeah, but I appreciate it. It is having to go through a lot.
Click Lewis, working hard for you.
People who are on slower bandwidth are used to clicking a play button and having to wait for a little bit for it to play. People who are on extremely fast bandwidths are used to clicking a button and boom, it plays right away. And there's a lot of variables in between. But I'm one of those where over here where everything we do is run off the internet, our phone system. So I'm talking to you on a phone system that's using part of my pipe. I've got a bunch of customer service people on the phones and so on and so on. Everything's run off the internet, and our bandwidth is terrible. But then going through the internet and so on and so on.
Click Lewis proudly presents.
Those are all some of the variables that we're going through. But you'll notice that what they're doing is they're actually walking around, doing a little different style. They're walking around the car, and then instead of talking about the car and dealing with all the noise at the dealership in the background, they're actually recording the voice separately on top of the video at a separate time.
The 2014 Chevy Cruze 2LT, stock number 4386731, powered by an Ecotec 1.4-liter i4 SMPI dual overhead cam turbocharged engine with a 6-speed automatic transmission with overdrive. This 2014.
Now again, you'll notice almost 2.5-minute video, 80% completion rate. So the shoppers like what they're getting. They like what they're hearing. It's good quality information, and it's presented to the shopper in a good manner. So the shoppers are really sticking in there and watching the videos and paying close attention to what's going on. This is another one. This one's doing it a little differently.
It's a beautiful day in Florida, and I got this amazing 2011 Ford F-250 Monster. FX4 package features skid plates and high-performance shocks. XLT quad cab. Got the FX4 package valued at $295. V8 6.2-liter Triton muscle with only 18,000 miles. Guys, are you ready for this? Over $8,200 in upgrades.
So again, a different type, a different style. Again, these guys average 2.5–3 minutes of video and 85% completion rate on their videos, because the content is being delivered in a very high energy, dynamic manner, and the shoppers like it. So those are some of the important things to remember about your live video walkarounds. If you're doing the live video walkarounds, your content matters. If you're just standing beside the car and you're being boring and you're being very ho-hum, you're probably not going to get a huge impact from your video, and you might be better off just sticking with your stitch photos. But if you can deliver a good quality, high energy type of a video, high energy type of an audio, then that's the way to go. This isn't the future, what we're talking about. This is, without question, one of the biggest things we're doing over here at Flick Fusion, where we're helping dealers the most, where other companies are coming to us, other dealerships are coming to us. Those of you who know us know that we really don't work directly with dealers. We're kind of a behind-the-scene video technology company, providing video technology services to a lot of other companies. And what all these other companies are coming to us with is more and more live walk-around, live videos that they're shooting. It's really taken off. We're seeing, hundreds of new dealerships adding the live video walkarounds to their VDP pages all the time. So the time's now. This is like back when the industry was moving from 4 to 12 pictures, and nobody wanted to do it because, well, we don't want to spend the extra money to have our photography company take 12 pictures instead of 4. Or we don't want to, if we're doing it in-house, we just don't have the time. We're busy as can be just taking 4. Man, we ain't got the time to take 12 pictures. Well, same's going on right now when it comes to shooting live video walkarounds. It's time. Your competitors are doing it, and if they're not doing it now, they're talking about it, and they're looking for ways to add it to their strategy. And when they add it to their strategy, the shoppers in your community are going to love it, and they're gonna start getting more leads because of the live video walkaround. So it's time to start looking at a strategy to start implementing. It doesn't have to be on every car, as we saw with a couple of the others. They have stitch photo with some of their vehicles, and then they're doing the live walkarounds with some of their more unique, more expensive models to start with, as they continue to evolve and continue to work it into their total strategy. Another big thing that a lot of people are doing is they're having their photographer shoot the video and doing adding an audio, the automated audio layer to it. And let's see if we have an example here.
The 2014 MDX. The Acura MDX is a wonderful choice if you're looking for a mid-size luxury crossover SUV. Thanks to its high safety scores, a strong engine, all-around utility, and capable handling, this vehicle has less than 30,000 miles. Here are some of this vehicle's great options: traction control, power passenger seat, dual air.
So they have the photographer shoot the video, have the audio added automatically, and a lot of them are then even extracting their still images from the video so that the photographer doesn't have to shoot photos and shoot the video. So that's another big thing that a lot of dealerships are doing out there right now. So that's the inventory videos, working on those strategies, having at a minimum a stitch photo inventory video. Preferably, if you can, start working on your live video. If you got to start with having an automated audio, then start there, and then you can evolve that over time when you finally get people at your store who can give a good walk around, who don't freak out in front of the camera, and can give a good walk around, and you can start replacing the automated audios with those videos and continue to improve your strategy. Then start adding those integration layers, start adding that geo-targeting, start adding some of these other concepts that we're about to talk about here in just a minute. So that's definitely those are definitely going to help you get more leads. So that's step one. Now that we're getting leads, though, how do we get more of our shoppers? How can we use video to get more of those shoppers to re-engage us? We get 100 leads come in, only half of them ever call us back. Only half of them ever re-engage us, with a phone call or an email. How do we increase that number and get more of those shoppers to not just re-engage but make an appointment? And so, using video in your lead response videos, emails, is a very important new strategy. And again, I say new. It's not really new. It's been around for a couple of years, and the dealers who do it well, the salespeople that do it well, are blowing it up. They're selling 30, not just 20 cars a month. They're selling 30 cars a month because they're really providing just such a better experience to the lead, to the shopper, than anybody else is providing. And there's two different ways to do a lead follow-up, a lead response. You've got your personalized inventory walkarounds, where you go out and you shoot somebody calls or somebody sends you, fills out a form. You go out to the car, you walk around, you talk about it. There's mobile apps that people use and whatnot. And then there's the personalized lead response, where Either the BDC or the salesperson is looking into the camera, just talking, and then sending that out. And there's a couple of different ways to do that. We'll start with the personalized walk around. A lot of people, I talk to salespeople all the time who have shot the personalized walk around and they loved it. The response that they got from the shopper was incredible, and they want to keep doing it, but it's a time-consuming process. So you got to check your keys out. You got to go find the car on the lot. You got to pull the vehicle out. You don't want to shoot your walk around with the vehicle sitting in the row. That's just bad. So you got to pull the car out. You got to shoot your video, park the car back in line just right. You got to walk back inside, check the keys in, and that's if you're using a mobile app. If you're not using a mobile app, then you got to go upload your video to your video host, grab the URL, embed it in your email client or your CRM, or go to your CRM and create your email and then click on the button to go find the video and all. It can be a very time-consuming process. And we hear that debate all the time. Is it worth the time? Yes, we know that we get a huge response from the consumers. The engagement goes through the roof. The re-engagement goes through the roof when the shopper gets the email. But man, it's such a time-consuming thing. Is it really worth it? So the cool thing is you can really reduce the amount of time with technology. You can take the videos that you've already got, whether it's a stitched photo video or a live walk-around video, it doesn't really matter. You can take your existing video, you can pull it up into Windows or some of the hosting, like FlickFusion and some of the other hosting companies have tools built into their systems. But you can even just use Windows Media. Pull up the existing video, do a personalized message over the top of it. In the amount of time that it would take you to check out the keys and just find that car out there on the lot, you could have the new video created, you could have the new video uploaded, you could have it emailed out and probably in the inbox of the shopper before you've ever even found the car on the lot and the other. And you don't have to worry about if it's raining outside, if it's snowing outside, it's hot, it's cold. You don't have to deal with any of the elements. You sit in your office, you do it all from the comforts of your office. Use technology to take the time element, the time factor out, and you still got a great personalized walk-around message to the shopper. So you get the best of both worlds. You get the impact of the re-engagement from the shopper. You don't have to invest a lot of time, and you get significantly more re-engagement. And you can still use the landing pages where you're getting all the data. You've got all the re-engagement conversion widgets on your videos. You've got all your data-driven communications. You can still have all of those right there on your videos, on your personalized walk-arounds. Again, even if it's just a stitch photo walk-around. So you've got that geo-targeting. If all of a sudden that shopper's decides to watch that video just one last time when they're standing on a competitor's lot, boom, your email knows it, automatically switches the message to a geo-targeted message specifically that only that person is going to see. So that's another, again, a huge advantage of hosting companies versus YouTube. We'll get into that in a second as well. Just regular lead follow-up, you have two different strategies. You've got the generic, where you create a library of personalized messages, and then you've got the personalized, the generic where you create a library of messages that aren't personalized. You don't say the shopper's name, and then you've got the personalized where they are. So, an example would be this young lady. She does a great job, and you can see she's got a library built of all the different times. So she doesn't actually say the person's name. She doesn't, address any of their exact questions. Depending on when the lead came in, or what the lead was, what type of lead it was, depends on which video she grabs to send out to them. They're great content. We'll click one of them and let you hear.
Hi, good morning. My name is Gabrielle here at Delray Buick GMC. I wanted to take a quick moment and make you this personalized video email. I'm going to be the one helping you with your online request. I just left a voicemail for you. Call me back when you have a moment, please. My number is 561-278.
So you can see she never says the shopper's name. She never addresses anything specifically that a shopper may have asked. But the shopper still gets a good experience, probably a better experience than they're getting from anyone else. One of the keys, and this isn't just for the generic, this is for a personalized message as well, is the call to action of the video email really being about call me back, get them on the phone. Don't use a video, whether it's the personalized walk around or your lead follow-up. Don't use the video to tell all. Use the video to create the urgency and emotion and call to action to pick up the phone, re-engage me individually, call me back. And you will be amazed at how many people actually pick up the phone and call you. Now you can use these templates. You can create templates from your CRM where you've got the different templates already created. You just grab the template. You've got the videos already saved and stored. YouTube is free, and it's a great tool, but you don't get all of the tracking and integration that you have with hosted videos. Again, you can mold the videos to fit your follow-up process, and there's really no right or wrong way. It's whatever your current process is. Just use the videos to support those phone calls, support those follow-up calls. As you heard Gabriella just said, hey, I just left you a voice message. Now I'm sending you this video email. Another cool thing is if they fill out a form, they left you their phone number, their mobile phone number, you can text them. That's basically them giving you the authorization to send them a text. So if they haven't answered a video email that's been sent to them via email, after day 1, day 2, make day 3 video a text video that you're sending to them. For the personalized, again, you definitely want to make it personal, but you want to make sure that the goal is, yes, answer some of their questions, but don't be so specific that they don't need you anymore. Make the real call to action about the video, call me back. And just because of the experience, just because that, and again, use it in supporting your current follow-up process. Don't make this your follow-up process. Use it in support of your current follow-up process, support of those phone calls, support of those emails that are going out. Include the personalized video message. They get to see your face. They get to see that you're real. They get to hear your sincerity. And that's what the shopper is really looking for. They want that personal bond, that personal relationship. They want to feel special. And you can really use these personal emails to create that emotion, that response, and make it personal so that there's that knowing. They know you, they like you, they trust you. And those emails can go out not just as a standalone video, but again, they can go out in a landing page that has your other videos on it. So as that shopper is bouncing through those critical moments that Google talks about, they don't have to then, they're watching your message. They've decided, okay, I do like you, or okay, I do feel like I'm getting a good deal. They don't have to then leave to go try to find the information that would be important to them in that next critical moment. You've got all the critical moment bases covered right in that one video email where you can target your messaging. You can have your value proposition. You can have your testimonials. You can have all of your rebates and incentives, your conversion widgets, all right there in one spot for the shopper to just go ahead and click a couple buttons and start down that road to purchase with you. We talked about the golden rules. Another important one is use the word video in your subject line. Tons of statistics out there, again, not just in the automotive industry, but in general, that a video or an email with the word video in it in the subject line has a significantly higher open rate. I'm talking 25, 35% increase in open rates. Up to 70% in re-engagement increase with a video, an email with a video. And don't give away too much in the body. Really make the call to action about re-engaging you and calling you. So then once they've re-engaged, the shopper's made that appointment. Again, you know, statistically we hear how we only get half of our appointments to ever show up, 55% of them as an average. Well, how can we increase that percentage? And again, it's using video emails. Now it's making it personal. Now you don't want to use a library. These don't need to be pre-recorded. These messages are definitely you, whoever it is that's been working with the shopper that set the appointment, looking into the camera, talking to the shopper, making it personal, letting them know how important this is to you that they show up for that appointment. Take information that they've given you. You know, if you've in your communications with them in the past, if you know they have children, you know they like Coca-Cola, if the appointment's around lunchtime, and they were going to, you know, or let's say they set the appointment for 3:20 because their kids got out of school at 3 and they needed to pick them up first. Just let them know in your video that, hey, I want to let you know I'll have a snack. I'll have some apple slices and a couple of you know, bottles of milk in the fridge for the kids when they get here, because they'll probably want a little after-school snack. You know, something that just makes it so personal that, wow, they thought of me. Wow, they really took that into consideration. That makes it such a big deal that the theory of reciprocity, I'm doing something for you, now you've got to keep your promise, you've got to do something for me, makes it such a big deal. If you do have some kind of incentive or something that you've promised them, something that's been talked about, bring it up. You know, reiterate it. And don't forget that when you get down here, we're going to hook you up with your $25 gift card for taking the test drive, or you know, whatever it is that you know, promotional-wise that you've done, that you've utilized. Reinforce that, and reinforce your value propositions. You know, reinforce that. Hey, it's, you know, remember this is a no obligation test drive. Remove the fear. We know that the reason the shoppers don't show up for their test drives or appointments is the majority is because we haven't removed all of their fears. They still think when they get down there they're going to be pressured. When they get down there, I'm going to have a bad experience. I'm just not going to go. Or if we can remove that fear and make it such a personal experience for them, one that they haven't gotten from a car dealership in the past, you would be amazed at how many of your shoppers actually show up. Again, this isn't new. This isn't something that I'm saying in the future you're going to do. Salesmen have been doing this for a couple of years now, and these aren't salespeople that sell 5-10 units a month. These are your 25, these are your 35 plus unit salespeople that are taking these extra times, taking these extra steps, and creating these exceptional experiences for their shoppers. It can and it will have a significant impact, especially then when you start integrating all of those other conversion widgets and integrating all of the other video types and integrating all of the data and using that to your advantage in each of those those video communications. You're going to be amazed at how your leads, the number of leads you're getting, the number of those leads that engage you and they re-engage you, and the number of those, and make an appointment, and the number of those appointments that actually show up. So that's what it takes to dominate out there today. And that is a wrap on this session. So I think we've left a little bit of time for some questions. So Brian, if you have any questions, then let's fire away.
Yes, actually we have quite a few questions, and I'm going to have Hannah Philpott. She's actually going to ask the questions that we've gotten from our viewers today. I do want to thank you for coming today, everyone that attended. I also would like to remind you one more time to join Auto Success Webinars on Facebook. It's where you can interact with myself, with the other listeners, with our speakers, and you can learn about future webinars. Hannah, would you like to go ahead and ask some questions?
I would. Tim, that was an amazing webinar, just FYI on that. I want to start off with our first question. How can you use video in your service?
Oh, you know, one cool way to use video in your service department is shooting quick little upsell text messages. So, you know, if a shopper, when your service customer drops their car off, one of their biggest fears, even if they didn't drop the car off, even if they're just sitting in the waiting room waiting on it, one of their biggest fears is, they're going to come walking in and they're going to tell me I need to do something else. We all do it. Even we just go for a simple oil change. They're going to come in, I got to change my air filter. They want me to change my wiper blades. And you come in, you say, you know, you show them the air filter, you tap on it or whatever, but there's a lot of little things that need to be fixed that you can't bring in like you can the air filter and tap on it and show it to the shopper, to the customer. So you shoot a quick little video of it, and you can come in and show them the quick little video. If they just dropped it off, text the video to them, and then call them about, you know, 25, 35 seconds after you send them the text the video message to them, and say, listen, you know, I don't know if you know, we were changing your tires, and we noticed your rotors were pretty rough. I shot you that little video showing you how rough they were. You know, did you want us to turn those or see if we can turn them, or do you want to look at changing them out? And by having that visual of that, you know, hey, you know, I was looking at your serpentine belt, and man, it's got some frays in it. It's got a lot of cracks. Check that video out. And so now you don't just hear the words, and as every consumer is going to go, oh, yeah, right, yeah, sure, okay, I know you're just trying to upsell me. But when they can see it with that quick little video, the impact that has on your upsells is going to go through the roof. So that's one cool way of using video in the service department.
Okay. How about
and another? Let me just kind of add to that. When you send a lot of the tools out there for sending those little text messages like that can also be in the landing page like we were talking about. So now the shopper's still not, are they just trying to rip me off? Do I really need to do this? Well, you could have your service, a little video on the landing page with your service manager talking about, you know, how the service department, the expectation, all the awards the service department's won. You could have some service department testimonials right there so they can listen to other happy service department customers, and really get that feel good that, you know what, these are good people. They're not just trying to rip me off. This really needs to be done. They're trying to take care of me.
Exactly. That's a perfect answer right there. All right. How do you convince the dealer to let each of us use the video we shoot with our customers?
Okay, say that one more time.
How do you convince the dealer to let each of us use the video we shoot with our customers?
So I guess I need a little more. Are we talking about a testimonial video, or the video that you shot, how to use that video to send to your customers? If that's the question, is you know, first you got to let them. Obviously, your dealer, your principal needs to have the confidence that that communication that's going out is quality. You know, isn't going to embarrass anybody, isn't going to make the sales process worse. So you may have to shoot a couple of takes. And that's an important thing for everybody to understand, is when you're shooting your videos, the first video you shoot is going to be terrible. Just expect it. The second one's going to be just as bad. The third one, maybe not quite as bad, but they're going to get better. So don't expect, whether it's a personalized walk around, whether it's looking into the camera, you know, doing a personalized message. When you first start doing these videos, I don't know why, but things that we're used to saying on the phone, things that we're used to saying in person, all of a sudden you turn that video camera on and people just freeze up and freak out. It's okay. Relax, practice, go through and get used to it. And when you've done a few and are a little more comfortable with the quality of what you're saying, then you know, show a couple of them to your principal, to your general manager, and let them know that, hey, you know, first and foremost, you're really not saying or doing anything that it's like we talked about at the beginning of the video. This isn't new. The things we're saying isn't new. It's not different. It's the exact same things we're saying in an email. It's the exact same things we're saying in our phone call. The only difference is we're increasing the informational and emotional value of that communication by making it a video, by them seeing my face, by them hearing my voice, them seeing the sincerity in the tone. In the communication process, there's this thing called noise, and noise can come from all different kinds of places. And
let's talk about it tomorrow.
can come from all different kinds of places and can be impacted by so many different things. And there's so much noise in an email. It's not even funny. There's so much noise in a phone call and a voice message. But when you can try to eliminate some of that noise by using that visual impact of your face, where they can see your face and hear your sincerity in your eyes while you're talking to them, that can increase the quality of that phone call or that video, that email. So that's the other important thing to help your principal understand is we're not saying anything new. This isn't a new communication. This isn't something new that we're introducing. We're just saying the same things that we would say in the email or the same things that we would say on the phone call. We're just making it a better delivery of the content. But it is important to get that buy-in. And if you still can't get that buy-in, tell them to call me.
There you go. All right. Should you have different videos for each vehicle based on where the shopper came from?
Different videos for each vehicle based on where the shopper came from. So like if we're talking about different touch points, I guess there's two answers to that. One answer is you could, but the second answer is no. Generally, you're going to have like one main video that's going to be across all the various touch points. So you'll have the video that's on your website is the same video that's on Auto Traders, the same video that's on Cars.com, the same video that's on Facebook, and so on. So that's probably answer one. But then you would have a different video, or you could. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but you could have a different video then that is in your video email, and it could be a different video of that same piece of inventory that's in every video email with a customized, a personalized message. The audio could be different and personalized for each person. So a different video for multiple different, of the same vehicle, but for multiple different people. Now, with that said, the message on the video, the dynamic messaging and whatnot that's on the video can be different based upon where they came from. So you can have a different message. It's just like if you're bouncing around the internet and you're watching videos out there right now, you see the remarketing and the retargeting messages changing on those videos based on stuff, based on where you've been and so on and so on. You can have the same thing with your inventory videos or all of your videos, your testimonial videos, your value proposition videos, you name it. You can have the same thing on those. And yes, that message would be different based upon where the shopper came from, what touch point they're watching the video on, how many videos they've watched before, how long they watched the video. I mean, there's a lot of different variables that you can use. Just like if you were running a banner ad campaign on Google, and all the different variables you can use to determine what kind of message, what kind of banner you want to show up on your video.
All right, this is Brian Ankney again. I want to thank everybody for coming. We're out of time. Tim and I will be putting on different educational webinars from time to time. You know where to go. I've already told you a few times. Auto Success webinars on Facebook. We do have some other questions that have come in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide them to Tim, and then I will post them onto Auto Success webinars, or maybe Tim might even shoot you a video. It's hard to say. Hannah, thank you for joining us. Tim, I really appreciate you taking the time today. It was a wonderful presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank everybody who attended. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks everybody. Go to Auto Success webinars to find future webinars, and I look forward to speaking with you all again.